It's been 5 years since Final Fantasy VII Remake came out, and I've finally made a Jessie cosplay! She's the first female you meet in the game, and with such a cool design, all I could think of was, I need to make this cosplay. After some fabric shopping and sketching, I was ready to get started. So this is going to be for Jessie's bodysuit here. I'm going to be rubbing off this bathing suit that I have, along with this mock neck sweater to get the bodysuit pattern. I love being able to use items I already own to use as a pattern. I traced these pieces and cut out the front. Then did it again for the back. I made sleeves and a turtleneck collar and sewed everything together using a zigzag stitch. Alright, so I have the bodysuit all sewed together. I put the turtleneck on with the zipper on the side, the sleeves, and now all I have to do is figure out how high cut I want the hips to be and then put some snaps on the bottom so I can get in and out. I'm going to finish the leg holes with this bias tape because if you see on Jessie's outfit, she does have a black trim. Of course, I had to give the bodysuit a fit check. Then I used this mesh fabric for the chainmail-like shirt she wears over the bodysuit. This is how it turned out, and of course had to try it on with the bodysuit. So I had these leather pieces and I soaked them in some water for about 10 minutes. I have been kind of draping them on this mannequin's shoulders, kind of forming it into the leather shoulder pieces that I need for Jessie. It dries pretty quickly, but I'm still trying to mold it and make sure that it hugs this shoulder really nice. Here is the shoulder piece all dried. I ended up having to make darts, but it won't be seen at the end. It should keep its shape when completely dry. I went ahead and sewed up those darts and moved on to making the strap that goes around each bicep and keeps the shoulder armor on. I added snaps to each end of both straps, then attached it to the leather shoulder piece using my sewing machine. Alright, we got my best girl here. She has been used and abused, and she is the best. Ooh. I'm going to draw on the breastplate and then use Warbler to form to it. I used the marker line as my guide and heat shaped the Warbler using a heat gun. I did have to cut some excess material around the bust to make it form properly. Once I had all the pieces shaped, I heated up the edges to get them tacky and attached them together. I used EVA foam and contact cement to make the leg armor. I also used foam clay to fill in any gaps on the seams. I tried my best to make sure everything was even and trimmed away any excess. I marked where the leather hinges would go and poked holes where I needed rivets. So I've been a little sick, been con crunching, so I didn't really get to film much, but I've been painting my shin guards and the armor, and I went ahead and weathered it a little bit with some black rub and buff. And I think I am going to do the same. I already made these gloves, but after seeing the weathering on this, I need to add some weathering to the armor on the gloves as well. So yeah, this silver paint is really great. It looks really metallic, but it takes lots and lots of layers to cover the material. So this has been a few days work. I added a bit of rub and buff to weather the gloves and match the rest of the armor. Now I can attach all of the leather hinges and rivets to the breastplate. Some of the rivets were glued on, while others were functional with a backing that snapped on. Then I did the same with the leg armor. I used a leather strap with a buckle as a closure. Now it's time to put it all on and see the final look. I felt so badass in this cosplay and definitely got into character. I got to meet other Final Fantasy VII cosplayers at a photo shoot, and we were acting so goofy but having so much fun. What do y'all think of my Jessie cosplay? Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one!